You really want a relationship that leads to marriage, yet somehow you keep finding yourself with the ones who end up on the fence. So why are you still entertaining that? You know you really want someone who treats you like a queen, yet you are with someone who does for the most part, but also really puts you down in other ways. Does the good really outweigh the bad? Will he ever really change? But my real question is, why are you accepting anything less than what you want and know you deserve? Stop settling, sis. It's time for a real heart-to-heart. Hey, are you feeling stuck right now, trying to find love, or even stuck in your relationships? Whether you are frustrated trying to find the one or dealing with the one you with, get yourself signed up for a free Level Up Your Love coaching session. Discover what's holding you back so you can find a new way and bring back the fun into dating and in your relationships. The Level Up Your Love starts with you. So click the link in the show notes and sign up for your free session today. Encourager. I hope this message finds you in a good place with all kind of good things happening all around you and in you. You know, sometimes there is so much life going on and so much happening. You may not even recognize all the good things that are happening. So take a pause for the cause and just appreciate all the good things happening in your life. We are gathered here today to have a lovely heart to heart. It's so important because I see so many settling. And trust me, I did it for years, honey. Heavy on the years. In my dating season, I went out on dates that I had no business going out on. Like, I could just tell that he had no intention on really getting into a relationship. But I was in my I can convince him season because I am so wonderful. He is going to catch my drift and suddenly he's going to want a relationship because I'm so fabulous era. Like, I was there. I was committed to being excellent and thinking that my excellence was going to change his mind. Okay. I also found myself in those situationships where, you know, he had no intention on ever getting married. And yet I thought I could convince him, like, this is the way. But after a while, the convincing season gets really old. And you just get to a point where you want what you want and you're not willing to settle. So let's talk a little bit more on how to get to that place. I want to talk to the part of you that has some doubts or doesn't fully believe that there is better than what you currently have, or feeling like you have to accept what's being offered to you. Because when you are really operating from this place, it is because of those doubts, those fears, those beliefs that there's nothing better than this, that you feel obligated to accept what's being offered to you. Or you feel like you like this person so much, you really care about them and you really want things to work with them, that you are willing to sacrifice your relationship goals just to be with them. And this is the part of you that you have to be willing to get real with yourself. You have to be willing to ask yourself, are you really willing to invest your time and your energy into someone who may or may not ever truly want the same relationship goal that you have? Because let me tell you something, honey. Like, when you are in a situationship, you are giving all of the benefits of what it's like to be in a relationship with you. Because I did this too. Like, you feel like if you just give them your best, then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so spectacular that I have to get into a relationship with her. She's the best. Absolutely not. That's not really what happens. What happens is he's like, oh, I can get all of these benefits. I can get her time, all of her effort, all of her energy. And we don't even have to be together. We don't even really have to work towards marriage. So you really end up putting your all into this situation that still does not lead to the next step that you're really looking for. So speak to your fears. Actually be willing to acknowledge your fears and your doubts, because we often will ignore those fears and those doubts. And yet those are the very things that are driving your decisions. Those are the very things that are driving you to continue to stay, knowing that there's a huge possibility that this is not going to work out in your favor. Ready for a love life transformation? Introducing one-on-one coaching with your very own love coach. That's me. I know this road to love can be bumpy, full of twists, turns, and a few too many wrong exits. We'll tackle the roadblocks, shift those pesky beliefs, and deepen your self-love. All key ingredients to attracting the love you desire. Think of me as your personal trainer for the heart. We'll flex those emotional muscles, build resilience, and get your love life in the best shape ever. Whether there's some healing from a past relationship needed, struggling in the dating world, or just seeking to enhance your current relationship, I'm here for you. Apply for coaching sessions today, and let's turn your love life into a success journey. Click the link in show notes today, and let's unlock the power of love together. So don't be afraid to have a conversation with your doubts and your fears and really address them, really see them, and really think through if where you are is really leading you towards where you want to be. Because 10 times out of 10, you already know. Like, you're intuitive, you can feel it, you can see all of the clues that are laid out before you. You know, deep down, you truly know, but because you like them so much and you care about them so much, you're willing to sacrifice your ultimate desire to be married and continue down that path of building a life together. And these are those little tests that the universe likes to do to check and see, do you really want what you say you want? You say you really want a relationship that leads to marriage, but if I give you someone who's like halfway there, is that going to be enough for you? Or are you willing to set that down so that you can continue to move forward and be fully available to someone who truly does have the exact same relationship goals as you? It's unfortunate because often the fear and the doubt of wasting your time, being left alone, this not working out after you've invested so much. You've already invested so much, so you might as well just keep investing more. Like, all of these doubts and fears that you're operating from only will continue to lead you exactly towards what you are afraid of the most. So it's so important to be able to recognize when you're operating out of your fears and out of your doubts. And when you really reevaluate how important your relationship goals are to you, and if you are really willing to walk away from anything that is less than what you know you want and deserve. So I really want to talk to the part of you now that is probably feeling like it's a very low volume. Maybe it's a whisper, or maybe it's just not nearly as loud as your doubts and your fears. But there is a part of you that knows there is more for you than this. There is a part of you that knows it's possible for you to have the committed relationship that you really want, that truly is headed in the direction of marriage. There is a part of you that, despite your history, despite your past, despite any circumstances that you faced in relationships that were anything other than favorable, with all of those things combined, there is still a part of you that has hope, that still believes that it's possible for you to have the love that you really want and truly desire. And that's the part of you that I really want to speak to, because that is the part of you that you have to turn the volume up on your hope and on your faith and on that level of knowing that there is someone out there who wants to give you everything you ever wanted and then some. It's possible and it's out there. But what's holding you back is settling for less. What's holding you back is entertaining anyone that doesn't align with the same vision and goals that you see for yourself in your future. What's holding you back is allowing someone to waste your time. What's standing in your way is allowing someone to, let's just see where this goes. You know, you may not be in the let's see where this goes phase of your life. And it's not to say that you can just pour water on a relationship and it just fully blooms overnight. But you want someone who has the same goals and the same visions. You want to be headed in the same direction. And if you are dating someone who does not see marriage in the future for them, then it's like, what are we doing here then? We have two totally different goals. We have two totally different visions. So already there's going to be disconnect and disharmony because you're going in different directions. You got questions, we got answers. I know when I was single, I was always questioning why. I mean, do you know what's holding you back in love? And even if you're in a relationship, do you understand your own love dynamics? Let me help you out. Take the Love Optimizer quiz to get some new insights you can actually use to move forward that puts you in a better position to get the love you want in your life. Click the link in the show notes to take the free quiz today. And there is a part of you that knows that you know that you know that there is someone who does want the same relationship goals. They do want a committed relationship. They do want to build a life with someone. They do want to ultimately get married and keep building together. But you really have to truly believe that that exists, and you have to believe that it exists for you. And you have to be willing to not set down your patience in exchange for someone who isn't sure about what their future holds. Or maybe they are sure, but you seem really cool and they want to hang out. I know that on the dating season, it can get very daunting, and there comes a point in time where it's just not fun anymore. You're not enjoying the talking to, the going out on dates, the going through the whole, is he going to call? Is he not calling? You know, when was the last time I talked to him? Is he an initiator? Is he going to take the initiative to like set the dates? Is he going to pursue me? Like, all of the things. It gets exhausting. It gets exhausting. However, do not get weary of doing good things. When you really, truly want a relationship that is going to lead to longevity, you have to accept that as you go, you are going to have the dating experience. There are going to be those who aren't consistent, the ones that ghost you, and take it as a gift. Ghosting is a gift. There's a special episode coming up on that very soon because ghosting is a gift. You might have your feelings hurt because It's our ego. Our ego is like, boom, I'm all that and 2 bags of chips, okay? But if you are not in alignment with this other person and they recognized it first, thank them for that. Thank them for exiting your life so that now there is room for the one to walk in. Because you can't be hemmed up in the corner with a homie, don't you know me, who just wants to kick it. When you really truly want to be with someone who's more invested in getting to know you and building something with you. So when you put yourself in a position to just settle for someone who's unsure or someone who suddenly doesn't know if marriage is really in the cards for them, when you decide to continue to date that person, how are you going to meet the person who is willing to give you all of those things? You can't, because you're so focused on investing your time, your effort, your energy, your own special brew of tea. You are investing all of that into someone where you are not going to get the highest return off of your investment. There is an ROI in relationships. Everyone wants a return on their investment. And he's walking away with the highest return off of his investment because he's reaping all these benefits and not giving you the relationship that you want. And it's obvious, if it's not going to even become the relationship that you want, then marriage is certainly so far out of reach. But truthfully, you deserve someone who sees you as a blessing, who sees you as a gift, who sees you as adding so much happiness and just bringing so much positivity, so many positive aspects into their life that never existed before you. You want someone to feel that way about you, not someone who's like, oh, well, she's cool to hang out with, but not to build with. Stop settling, sis. You can have everything that you want, but it means that you have to be willing to set down what is not for you, what is not aligned with you in order to have the things that you want. So stop settling, sis. You don't have to settle for the pieces and the parts that someone is willing to give you. You just don't have to settle for that. There is someone who wants to give you the whole package, okay? And there's extra packages. And you know we love stuff. So don't waste your time, your effort, your energy. Do not waste your own special brew of tea on anyone who is not having the same aligned vision that you have. The season of convincing someone that you are incredible needs to come to an end. That is a door that needs to close. It is time for you to rise up and recognize the incredible human being that you are and all of the wonderful things that you have to contribute to someone and to a relationship and ultimately to a long-term future. There is no reason why you need to settle for someone only handing you half of what you want when you deserve the whole thing. So stop settling. Stop believing those false beliefs that this is the best that it's ever going to be, or this is all that you can have right now. No, this is all that this person is willing to offer you. You do not have to accept it. You can decline and move forward, because it's the season of putting yourself in a position to actually attract the relationship that you truly want to have. But it means that you got to be serious about your relationship goals. You got to be serious about what you say you really want. And you have to honor what you really want. When you accept the broken pieces or this half-ass offering that is being delivered to you, when you accept that, you are saying, I don't really want a long-term relationship. I don't really want a relationship that leads to marriage. When you know that isn't true, and then you are left dissatisfied. You are left feeling incomplete, and it becomes an issue because you want one thing and they want something else. They are not in a position, they do not have the capacity to offer you the fullness of what you truly want and desire. And it's unfair to you to stay in those types of situations knowing that these pieces are all that you will ever receive. So put some respect on your hopes and your dreams and your values and your relationship goals. Put some respect on it and carry it with a high standard, knowing that there will be someone who is willing to meet that standard. There is also someone who is willing to exceed that standard, but only if you stop settling. Come get your mind right and journal with me. Every day I'm in my favorite app, Growth Day, where I do my personal development. Listen, your journal is your best friend who always wants to hear from you to help you reduce stress, declutter your mind, and so many more incredible benefits. In Growth Day, you can journal right on your phone. And that's right, no more taking a physical journal with you on your trips because you can access it right on your phone or even online. Set your day up right with Mindset Powerful Message every day from none other than the Brendan Burchard and other top thought leaders of our time. This app is packed with so much goodness. It's the #1 personal development tool out there. So make sure you are making self-improvement a way of life. Every day is a great day to grow. So click the link in the show notes to start your free trial now. I really want to remind you that the part of you that still believes that love is possible for you, the part of you that still believes that there is someone out there who will love you so fully and so completely, it will blow your mind. The part of you that still believes that is the part of you that you need to lean into more. That is the part of you that needs to be driving your decisions and driving you along through your dating journey, not from the place of the doubts and the fears of wondering if it's ever going to happen or if it's possible to happen. You have to know that you know that you know. And when you start holding yourself with that level of respect, when you start holding your hopes, your dreams, your values for relationship, when you start holding them with that level of respect, you will attract someone who also has that same level of respect. So it's okay that somebody ghosts you. It's okay that somebody doesn't want what you want. It is okay to not want the same things. And it is even more okay to say it was really great to meet you and accept that they have given you more clarity on what it is that you truly want. And it is okay that they are not it. It is okay that you continue to move forward so that you are in a position to actually attract and create a relationship with someone who has the same relationship goals as you. So no more downplaying your goals, no more downplaying what you want so that you can seem more likable and he'll want to ask for another date. No more of that. From this moment forward, you are honoring and respecting yourself and what you want. And when you really start holding yourself and the vision that you see for you, when you start holding yourself with that level of honor and respect, you will be amazed at the type of quality of person you start to attract. because they will have no choice but to be serious about you, or they will recognize that they ain't about that life and it's time to exit stage left even. I want you to be so focused on loving you so completely, so wholly, so fully that whoever meets you is matching that energy, matching that level of love, honor, and respect. You deserve that. So don't settle for anything less than that. Yes, it might take more time than you would like. Yes, you're going to catch some dating strays out here. Yes, there are going to be a lot of misconnects before you actually get to the connections that matter. And that is okay. It is a part of the process, but we are no longer downplaying or dimming our light just to be liked. Now more than ever, it is time for you to love yourself wholly and completely so that you can attract someone who will do the same. All right, encourager, I hope you loved today's episode. This is so much fun. So much fun. I hope that you feel uplifted, and I hope that you feel so much more confident about your vision for the future when it comes to relationships. And I hope that you get back in contact and really connect with that part of you that believes, that knows it's happening for you. It is. There's no other option. And I want you to just keep loving yourself and keep pouring into yourself. Keep honoring yourself and respecting yourself, because that is what you will attract into your life. And you deserve it and so much more. So encourage over you and your belief, because together we can encourage over everything. Encourager, thanks so much for tuning in. My wish for you is to have your encouragement cup filled up. If you enjoyed this episode, there's a few ways to say thank you. Share it with friends. You are a true encourager, sharing encouraging messages to lift others up, because that's just what we do. Leave a review, light me up with some stars, and share your feedback, as this is how we make encouragement a way of life. And to keep the conversation going, connect with me on Instagram at Encourage Over Everything. Check the show notes for today's sponsors and all the ways to work with me and stay connected. I appreciate you. Until next time, I'm sending you love, light, and loads of positivity, because together we can encourage over everything.